we're at this local hardware store. James looked it online. They had the pieces that we needed for the lamp. I thought I had them in the garage, but we didn't have the right size nuts and washers and all that we needed. So Lowe's was out of them. Home Depot, we couldn't find where they had them. So this little local hardware store, Ace Hardware, they have it in stock. So he's ran in there to get that. Then we're gonna get home and we're gonna work on a lamp. And I'm also gonna share that recipe. So I'm excited about this recipe. It sounds good, but I don't know how it's gonna taste. This will be the first time I'm trying it, so you will get a true reaction. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. This is what he had to go for. He's got variety sizes here. He did get them in brass, and he got these, which those are gonna be too big. I don't think these gonna work either.
Size.
I know, but I don't see a size in here it's gonna work. That ain't gonna. Well, how do you know that's what this is? See, I was just testing you, see if you knew what you was doing. Oh, I'm gonna blink. Let me blink. So these are gonna work? Okay. All right.
Next time, just call me a liar and get it over with.
What?
Next time, just call me a liar and get it over with.
Well, they just didn't look like it. Anyway, so what he's going to do is going to get the Dremel tool out. This is my little teapot that I thrifted. And we got to take this part off and drill a hole on this part and then drill a hole on the bottom. What does that say that is, James? Silver plated. Hong Kong. That's what it says. Silver plated Hong Kong. Okay. But then he will cut this to the size we need, and we'll run this from the bottom up through here, and then that way we will be able to attach all of our goodies to it. So, wish us luck. Good luck, James. Good luck. You're the man. If it can be done, you can do it. If you can't do it, it can't be done, James. That's how much confidence I have in you. You're not even fazed by that, are you?
I made you screw this one up so I can put that in your mind next time you want to ask me.
Oh, I'm going to ask you. I'm saying, I know you messed up on the last one, but that was just a learning curve. I have faith in you on this one. So what bit are you using on your little Dremel?
Just a little cutting disc.
Little cutting disc. Okay, we're going to get this cut off and then we'll drill some holes, huh? Safety is sexy. Safety glasses, Dremel tool, teapot. Ha. He's going to see if he can get it off without cutting. Why couldn't you just drill through that? So you don't even have to use this now? So what he did is he's put a drill bit on here, the same size as the rod. And now he's going to, I don't know, smooth out the top, I assume. Smooth out the top. Now he's going to drill through it, right?
Yeah.
So now he's going to mark center, put an indentation with a nail, so it hopefully will keep the drill from walking.
Most guys would do this with a center punch, but somebody has apparently used mine and didn't put it back.
Well, what are you doing that for? Why?
Keep the bit cool. I don't know what that's made out of. Could be pot metal, could be stainless steel, don't know.
So why are you changing different drill bit sizes?
Just put a little pilot hole in there so that you can get the cutting edge of the drill bit in.
Okay. All right. So now the easy part, right? That was the hard part.
There is no easy part for you.
There is an easy part. You just gotta cut this down to size now. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put this through here. Oh, James, it won't fit. Fits a little bit better in the bottom, but not the top. He's gotta make the hole a little bit bigger. We're just marking our spot right now. That needs to be a little bit bigger too. Is it off center?
Be off a little bit.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and secure it on the bottom, and then we'll mark our spot here, and then you'll know where to cut it. So where do you want to, how much do you want sticking up?
A little bit more than that.
So about right here?
That'd be fine.
So I've made a mark, and he'll know where to cut. Yeah, he's really not mad. I know he's coming off as a butt right now. But he's really not. He's just deep in thought.
When you come to Santa's workshop, you don't get to complain about Santa.
Oh, y'all, that grin he gives me. Anyway, I hope that y'all understand that we are not professionals, and I tried to do my best on filming this, but this is the first time we've ever made one of these lamps, so please forgive the recording. Well, we do have enough for more lamps. James says, alert.
Just what I need, more lamps.
So now he's just going to take a file and smooth out the edges where he used his angle grinder to cut that rod off. He's just going to smooth that out, and that will help the nut go over it a lot easier. And he's just smoothing out all the rough edges. He's going on the bottom and on the sides of it.
And we'll try to remove all the burrs on the inside too, so it doesn't nick your wire.
And now he's going to test the nut to make sure it comes off smoothly.
Easiest way to make sure the threads are good and clean is to take a nut after you cut it and just run it over the threads.
Yeah.
Clear them out.
Yeah. Is that one doing good? Yay. It's going to be a lot easier than we thought, isn't it?
There ain't nothing easy here.
James. Ooh. Now that the rod is cut down, he's got it filed off. Now we're just going to put it through there and double check our measurements. And once we get this and make sure the measurement is right, the rod is in there secure, we will secure it with a nut on the bottom and a nut on the top. But you have to allow enough room on the top. You have to have enough of the thread sticking out after you put your nut on there to secure it, to then add your lamp piece that holds the bulb. This is the hardest part. Once you get all this done, then it's just basically wiring up a lamp. This is where this might be a little more advanced DIY, doing this part of it, but I don't want that much showing at the bottom.
I went off talking about cleaning out the inside. I don't know if she'll be able to zoom in on that, but that's one of the little shards that you get from cutting the metal.
And that could possibly nick your wire, and we don't want that. Do y'all see it right there? That little piece. Looks harmless enough, don't it? So now that we have our light bulb piece on there, he's just going to tighten up the nut on the bottom. We will tighten the nut up on the top, finish screwing down our chandelier bulb attachment, and then yours truly gets to wire it up. Then, what do we do, James?
You go wire it.
So I'm going to run my cord up through that. Then I will, I'm going to take this off right now. I will split my cord. I will wire it around these two screws. Put this back over to protect the wire. Put the cover back over and a shade and fire it up. Okay, so I'm about to wire up this lamp. I just got this cord from Lowe's. Y'all know the routine. I've shown y'all how I do lamps before. But this video, it's not my best, I don't feel like, because we honestly didn't know how we were going to do this. Y'all are literally watching us figure it out as we do it. And, you know, making it work. But we got it. And now the next one, if we do another one, which I'm always looking for teapots that I can make lamps out of and different things. So if we do another one, I promise to try to do better on videoing it. But, you know, it's just so hard. And then, like, some of the things I would try to film it and he would be done before I could even turn the camera on. And it's just like, wow, that was quick. But I love the way this little lamp turned out. It actually was a lot easier than I thought it would, because James helped me and he had the tools that we needed. So just bear that in mind if you're looking to do this. It might be, like I said, a little more advanced just because of having to drill holes and all of that kind of stuff. But if you have the right tools and someone that can help you, I mean, I say do it, y'all. I love how it turned out, and you'll have your own one-of-a-kind teapot lamp. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you're interested in it, and if you're not, I get it. But we're fixing to do a recipe, so I think that'll make up for it. This piece was just a little bit too long that I'm sliding over. So what I did was mark the spot, and James just cut it down and filed it smooth. And it's going to be under the shade and you'll never see it. So that's what I did here. Now it fits. Got this shade. We're going to slip over this like that. Bulb. And now, the moment of truth. All right, y'all, let's see. Let's see if I wired it up right. And we have a teapot lamp. So cute. This is a shade I had off of a previous lamp, but you can find them at the thrift store. They're very hard to find, though, and I'm going to show you why. You need this kind, and they're hard to find, but you can find them on occasion. Look how cute. And it only cost us, I had the shade, I had the light bulb. The teapot was $7. And I'm going to half everything at Lowe's and say that was $15 because we have enough to do one more lamp. So that's why I halved it. And then I'm going to half what our Ace Hardware bill was. So that's another $5. So that's $20, $27 because we didn't have to buy the shade or the bulb. But just making this lamp was $27 to give you an idea. And when I do my lamps, I do leave the cords longer in case, because you just never know where somebody might want to plug it up. So, and that does not cover labor either. That does not cover what James would charge us to do what he did.
You can't afford me.
He said I can't afford him. But that is how we made this teapot. Thrifted teapot into a lamp.
And you can get the cords with the switches in the line, so.
Yeah, you can. I didn't because they were more expensive, weren't they? You had to buy a different kit to get the switches in the line already. So that's why I went with this one. And then you could also cut your cord down and make it shorter. I left it longer just because, like I said, if I was going to sell this, you don't know where somebody might want to plug it up. So anyway, that is our teapot lamp. And I think she is adorable. We're going to name her the Jamie. After you, James. The Jamie. So my question is, what would you pay? I see I don't like this, but maybe it's because of the way it's sitting. This board is crooked. Let's do it like this. Okay. So my question is, what would you pay for a teapot lamp like that? He just unplugged it. It didn't short out. I'd be curious to know what you would pay because, I mean, realistically, who's going to have the kinds of tools that James had to do all of this? You know, so y'all let me know what you think. Now, I'm just going to go in and cook. So these are the ingredients we're going to be using. Light brown sugar, mayonnaise, Parmesan cheese, and Italian-style panko breadcrumbs. What? And pork chops. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out a half a cup of mayonnaise, only because I don't want to contaminate my mayonnaise that's in the jar, because you're going to use the mayonnaise to spread on your pork chops to add as a coating or base for your other items to stick to your pork chops. You will not taste the mayonnaise, so just know that it does not change the flavor of them. I promise you. If you don't like mayonnaise, you could do an egg wash, but I'm going to use mayonnaise. And I'm using my vintage little measuring cup because we're going to need 3/4 of each ingredient. That's 3/4 of the Parmesan cheese. I'm trying to use up bits and pieces that I had, so that's why you're seeing me use 2 different kinds, because I didn't have enough of one. So I'm trying to use, just keep it fresh. Use the older stuff first. So use 3/4 of your Parmesan cheese, 3/4 of your panko Italian style breadcrumbs, and 3/4 cups of your light brown sugar. And when I get all that, I just put it in one big bowl. Now, you're going to see me use this bowl, but going forward, when I make this again, I will use more like a pie plate or a plate, like mix it up and then pour it out on there because of how you have to coat your pork chops. So just bear that in mind. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a minute. And then also, when I get it all in this bowl, you're going to see me stirring and mixing, and then my brown sugar had some clumps in it, so you're gonna see me try to like break up some of the clumps. That's what I'm doing, just so it'll be all blended and mixed up. Going forward, if I make this again, or should I say when I make this again, I will go ahead and add a little bit of salt to my mixture because it needed a little bit of salt. But y'all, this recipe turned out amazing, and you would not think these items would go together. I didn't think it, but at the same time, you know, who am I to judge? I like trying different recipes. This one was quick, easy, simple. It took me, you know, just this short amount of prep time, 30 minute cook time, and bam, you have an amazing meal. So you see me trying to break up the clumps of the brown sugar. And that's my mixture. And now I'm going to get my pork chops. And what we had was a pork loin that James actually cut up, you know, into pork chops for us. But you could use regular pork chops if you buy them from the store, or you could use a pork loin and cut up. I'm getting out my pan. I'm going to end up needing 2 pans because I had too many for 1 pan. So also, I noticed when I was copying down the recipe that she said to put it in a well-greased pan. I didn't grease mine. But here you're going to see I'm rubbing the mayonnaise on the one side, and see where I'm trying to get it on this pork chop. I think like a pie plate would have been much easier, so I wouldn't have to pick it back up. But you're just going to put that in there, and you're going to coat it really, really well, kind of push it in there. And you're going to do this on all of your pork chops until they're all coated on both sides, and put them in your pan. And then I'll be back to talk you through the rest of it, but it's really self-explanatory. But what I was saying is, in the recipe, she said that you put it in a well-greased pan, and then you spray the tops of them with oil, with like some kind of spray oil. I didn't do either one of those, and mine were fine. I'm thinking maybe if I would have sprayed mine, maybe they would have been a little more crispy, but they were delicious the way they were. So I didn't do that, and you don't cover them when you put them in the oven. So just bear that in mind. But here I'm getting another pan because I had a few too many little pork chops to put in that one pan, so that's what I'm doing. But this was so easy, y'all, just very, very easy. And you're going to preheat your oven to 425. Bear in mind, all ovens are different, so you might want to kind of check yours in 15 minutes, 20 minutes to see how it's cooking. But this is what they look like once they were all breaded, and I'm going to put them in the oven. I set my timer for 20 minutes just to kind of check it. And I did end up cooking mine for the full 30 minutes. After I checked them in 20 minutes, I let them cook for 10 more minutes. And then that is it, y'all. It is that simple and that easy. Okay, it's done. James is going to try it and see how I did. See if I'm a good cook or not.
So far it's tender.
It's hot. So it got a good taste to it?
Yeah, needs a little salt.
The pork chops need salt, even with all that seasoning? Okay. But other than that, it's good. It's got a good flavor.
Good stuff.
Cool. I'm going to try it now.
It's a keeper.
It's a keeper? I'm going to try it now and give y'all my opinion. I'll add some salt to mine. I am always looking for pork chop recipes. I mean, why'd you take it away from me? I'm always looking for good pork chop recipes because they're just, I mean, I get over just frying them, right? So, let me see. Let me tell you what I think. Okay, here we go. That is good. That is delicious. That's really, really good. Yay! I will definitely be making this again. If you make it, let me know what you think. Very, very good. James hasn't scarfed his down. It must be real, real good. All right, let's see if it's Buster approved. What do you think, bub? Buster approved?
Yep.
That's good stuff. We'll definitely be making it again, huh? I think next time I'll add some salt and stuff to the seasonings, like the mixture. And then that should be perfect. But if it's somebody that's watching their sodium intake, maybe it'll be fine for them. Also, I did want to add the recipe. The girl said let it cook 25 to 30 minutes. And since I was cooking on 425 and everybody's oven is different, I did set my timer for 20 minutes, checked it, and let it go for another 10 minutes. So I definitely cooked mine for 30 minutes. So you may just want to kind of check yours because all ovens are different and cook differently. But very delicious. I hope you enjoy it if you try it. He said he didn't think he was going to like the brown sugar in it, but it's very good. I mean, that's not like all you can taste, but it does have that. It's just sweetness and spicy and it's just good. So, and that's coming from somebody who does not like sweets. So, he's fixing Buster a plate now. Well, no back porch chat today. It is raining. Y'all, our tomato plants are just so good since we moved them over there. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, pretty productive day. Chilled, but got things done. The recipe was great. I will link it down below in the description box. I will try to link that girl that I saw the video. It was on Instagram. So I will try to link that video. But I will link the recipe. I followed hers just like she said. And it was really good. So thank y'all for hanging out with us. Hope y'all enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.